Welcome to MindSKILLZ Coaches podcast, your mental health and wellness companion. My name is Tracy Ndlovu and I'm your host on episode 3. Today we're talking avoiding mental health risk. Today we are discussing mental health risk. We'll recognize common risks that can negatively impact our mental health, discuss their consequences, and understand how our choices can influence our well-being. Parents and guardians, please ensure that you watch and listen this episode with your children between the ages of 10 to 19, as this will help them understand mental health risk. And our hashtag today is hashtag MindSKILLZ. Remember to share, like, and comment with your friends and families. Today I'm joined by Coach Asha as well as Coach Onai. She's back again to share with us some of her insights on issues of mental health risk. Coaches, how are you both doing?
We're doing good.
I'm doing great, Miss Tracy. Thank you for having us. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for being with us on this episode. Now, let's get straight into today's topic. Today we are talking mental health risk, and we want to understand what this is all about and what mental well-being means to you. Let me start with you, Coach Onai.
Okay. Mental well-being means I'm feeling good, I'm okay, I'm happy, yes, and I can make good decisions. I can interact with others very well.
Okay, so for me, my mental well-being personally, it's not a character trait, but it's a way of life. So when you have good mental health, that means you can deal or cope with stress in a positive way by finding or using positive coping strategies.
Positive coping strategies. Yes. Anyway, we'll talk about that. But now, we want to understand what the term risk mean, especially in this context. Coach Onai.
Okay, so risk is something that can danger you, like something that can put you in danger.
Yes.
So risk for me, I define it as something that can put you in harm's way, something that is dire consequences when taken hastily, both mentally and or physically.
Okay, what are some of the risks that can damage our mental health or health being? I mean, things that we do on a daily basis. If you can take us through that. Let me start with you, Coach Asha.
For me, I think too much stress, taking up too much stress on a daily basis, whether at work or like school stuff. For adults, we're constantly thinking about bills, you're thinking about school fees, so that can really stress you out. And there's also poor nutrition, there's bad sleep, right? Like just odd patterns. When you're sleeping, you just wake up even at 3, and that also can stress you out. Yeah,
I think I should say we have poor social media habits. We have isolation, and poor social media habits, you're using like social media for wrong things, like you wasting time on social media, always on TikTok, just scrolling, scroll. Yeah.
I know people who are always up 3 a.m. They are laughing their lungs out.
I'm telling you,
like social media.
Obviously, and then it causes stress because you have the pressure. Seeing seeing your age mates and all that.
All right.
Yeah, so the family, you know, things like that. You're also questioning yourself. So social media is good, but it also is a mental health risk.
So now, Coach Onai, also social media is a mental health risk. Sisebenze kanjani njengabantu abatsha ngoba kukhona TikTok utshilo wathi ipressure eku-TikTok is too much. So on TikTok vele uyabona abanye bayaslay, abanye basema-Dubai, sebehambe ngaphi, bayadrive izimota, badla ngathi bathini. Manje senze njani njengabantu abatsha ukusebenzisa social media kuhle ukuze ingabi yi-risk ku-mental well-being yethu?
So social media is not like 100% bad. Social media is good. So like for Facebook, use it for school.
Okay.
You can join our groups. Like personally in our groups, degree inside.
Yes.
I join our groups. We share problems. We share our experiences. Use social media for something positive, something that is going to add value to your life.
Yes.
And I'm not saying don't go on TikTok. Guys, go on TikTok. But, screen time.
Your day like things.
Yeah, take breaks because kuyakurelaxa lakho ingqondo
And
yakho.
just to yes. Coach ucoach Onai ukhulume nge-isolation. Kulabanye abantwana esibaziyo. Othi mayifika ngikhaya, thatha ukudla kwakhe, thatha ifoni yakhe, stay to the bedroom every single day, Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
Singenza kanjani? I-effect ye-isolation as a risk yona ithini?
I think isolation is also one of the primary causes of depression, anxiety, and everything else. Cause Mao withdrawn from society. Mao isolation, you're withdrawn from society.
Yes.
You're withdrawn from everyone and anyone that could possibly help you deal with whatever situation you're about. And abanye mayithatha ifoni bedroom, sesiya kuma reels ku YouTube, sesiya kuma reels ku Instagram. So sekase ucompare impilo yakhe ayiphilayo le ebona social media apha.
Yes.
And then angakhangela ukuthi like indlela zamenza ezifila ngayo afterwards izabe singekho positive. So I think isolation really affects mental health yomntwana in a really negative way.
Okay. And there is poor nutrition. Coach Onai, I want you to explain further. With poor nutrition, how is it a risk when it comes to mental well-being yomuntu?
Okay, so umuntu abeseqala ukudla unhealthy food, like junk food.
Don't even ask me why I'm lacking.
Junk food and all that, not bad. It affects in physical health. Like. So mental well-being, the paradise affected because isikhathi it is into ezikwenza ukuthi kuna siba nama swings. Yabo. Sikuna singasakwanisa even to make good decisions.
Yes.
So when you like you should eat healthy, drink water, stay hydrated and mind your own business.
Business. I hope you got it there. You need to mind your own business. But now, still talking about ama risk, Coach Asha. Kulento esikhangelayo simbe sibize ngesilungu sithi i-negative self-talk. Ikakhulu ebantwaneni abasakhulayo, ama-teenagers, uyazikhangela ethi mina ngimubi, ezikhangele athi mina angigoke kuhle, obani bangcono kulami, abese kuthatha akukhulume phezu kwempilo yakhe. Kuyi-risk enganani lokhana ngathi sikhangela i-mental well-being yomuntu?
Okay, I think lokhana it's a huge risk personally because abona umuntu ongakwenza ubelieve anything more than you. So it starts with you, just like izinto zawo social media habits, more qalisa and only you can put an end to that.
Yes.
So I think negative self-talk is really one of the primary causes because uyabe uqalise wena uyi-one and then mina vele into masengiyibelieve sengizitsheli abanye abantu vele bazangibiza ngento yakho asithina ngimubi vele ulivele zathini bese
Ungabe sithi usukukhula because
dasemireni mangezibona vele mbone isabisa. So kwampana I think in negative self-talk it's one of our major risks. Like umuntu like angibona uzifundise like ukuthi ukhuluma izinto ezinhle ngawe. There is mirror therapy. One of the participants on ground was suggested and they would like you can look at yourself in the mirror and then start saying good things about you, or you can write good things about yourself on a piece of paper. Recite that to you every morning. Now so that you can feel better about yourself.
I think I want to start. It's positive self-talk. I can look at myself in the mirror. I'm beautiful. I've got a gap, and makes me so unique and so beautiful. Isn't that positive self-talk? We are all created differently, and you need to embrace yourself. So, guys, learn it from me. I'm beautiful. I've got a gap. Yes. Positive self-talk. Anyway, now let's continue as we still are talking about this risk. I mean, how do individual mental health challenges impact others? Because there is no one who's an island. Sihlala labantu, siphila labantu, sifunda labantu, sisebenza labantu. Kubathumeza kangakanani abanye abantu mathi nasihlukumezekile ngama risk labe sikhuluma ngawo. Coach Onai.
Okay, so you realize ukuthi when you're stressed, sometimes you're bale ufunda masinyana. So imagine babane kulimaze mistake, maybe ngigqobe mistake. Now usuvuka usenza like susuching and all that. Sometimes mina kuyangi-affect because like but I say sorry yabona
affect.
la miyasela siba affected
Yeah.
okunye futhi omunye yexo siba hashi utshela kabi uthi hayi wena vele unjani into ezinjalo ucinga ndawo kokucanga ukukhoza ama negative self talk okay so umuntu lana mina vele nginjalo like kuthi isikhathi i-anger siletha umuntwini maybe ebefuna ukushowa like support or maybe efuna ukuba socialize with you then wena so uba-brush off ungawaphusha away kuyayenza ukuthi khona umuntu eqinisa withdraw isithi okay
okhona abanye coach Asha ukuthi yathi lifika kumbe kusesikole ekseni umkhulumisa nje futhi ubuza ukuthi kanti ihamba njani isikwenza la plan but we are learning ukuthi ngezinye zezinto ezisukela kuma risk nalana besikhuluma ngawo. But now because we've spoken about ama risk, we want to talk about ama coping strategies because siyakwazi ukuthi zikhona indlela esingasebenza ngazo ukuze sidilela lokho lesikhulume ngakho sethi na kule isolation, negative self talk, poor social media habits and poor nutrition. How best can we cope with that? Let me start with you, Coach Onai.
Oh, okay. I'll talk about isolation.
Yes.
Okay, you can join social activities. Like, I'm sure most of the communities have a youth center. You can go there, join a social activity and do whatever you love with other people. Sunga reach out to people. Sunga like connect her offline.
Yeah.
Sunga be always online. Yes, start up because so what do you like doing? You're starting a conversation, right?
Yeah.
So you do like that. You don't have to be isolated. Find someone that you can talk to.
Okay. For my poor social media habits, I'd say less screen time. Rather focus on something productive, more productive than social media. I know social media sometimes, always it's informative, but at some point, one-on-one conversations, you get more information than social media could provide. So less screen time, at least sometimes walks or you can go for a jog, but just don't spend too much time on that screen. It can really mess up your mental health.
Okay, so don't do TikTok every second.
TikTok.
Like the coach said, you can do it, but make sure that you don't spend most of your time.
Yeah, true.
I think that is very important, and for all of us to know, ukuthi ukuba khona social media is not a problem.
It's not a problem.
But uhlala isikhathi esinganani.
Yes.
Ungagcini sesikwazi ukuthi awubani usiyeze online. Oh,
Ngafaka uyaqala ukuvula.
Followers, I too.
There's no photos, right? Okay, now maybe just to wrap up the coping strategies, in negative self-talk, I think this is one thing that affects abantu abaningi abatsha. Singadila layo kanjani, coach?
Okay, like mirror therapy. I'm Mbongiseni. I'm beautiful. I can do this. I'm intelligent. And you are your own supporter.
Yes.
You should stand up for yourself. You should know yourself. Like talked about self-knowledge. You should know who you are. Don't wait for people to validate. You could say, you are intelligent. No, I'm intelligent. You're intelligent. Yes, I know. I'm intelligent. Things like that. So if we do that, you know yourself, you know your strengths, you know what you are good at, you know what you love, no one can hold you down.
All right, one thing that I love from the first episode to this episode, you have been talking about knowing yourself. And guess what? I now know who I am. Yes, anyway, thank you so much for sharing all this with us. And I understand ukuthi labantwana nkhaya babukeleyo bazakwazi ke esikuthi thina ngama coping strategies when it comes to mental well-being yabo lama risk wonke. Let's wrap up with some key messages. Remember, support one another, and it's very essential. It's support that you give one another for promoting mental well-being. Using effective coping strategies helps us deal with challenges and maintain positive mental health. We have been talking about positive mental health, positive self-talk, and so on and so forth. Now, let's just reflect on this episode. Let's reflect. Starting with you, Coach Asha. What are some of the things that your key takeaways from today's episode?
Definitely going to be no TikToking. No more TikTok for me. So I think the screen time for me, just more time doing something more productive. I'm a big WWE fan. I love wrestling. So since that I'm probably going to be doing something more productive with my time, less screen time, and I'm going to be paying attention to my surroundings, building personal connections.
Coach Onai, what did you learn today?
The risk and the coping strategy. I understand that two are different. I want to share what's working for you, what's working for me, maybe may not work for you.
Definitely.
So yabona ukuthi khona mina into engisebenzelayo ngizokontinue ngisebenzisa and futhi just nje to add on ukuthi khona each day you should learn something. Like social media is actually a good to learn something each day. So using social media in a good way will help me advance in my career, the person I am.
Wow. We cannot end the episode without doing our thing. And Coach Asha,
So
please do the honors. What's the winning word? What's your advice for
the
today?
word is support. So on 3 guys, let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Yes, thank you for joining us today, coaches. Thank you for sharing all this with us. Well, get involved with MindSKILLZ by commenting on this episode and share your personal and mental health story. Follow Grassroots Soca on all social media platforms using the hashtag handling stress. Join us next week for more stories and practical tips. And of course, thanks to our awesome coaches. Remember, you can learn about mental health risk and consequences to help you make better choices. Supporting each other is essential to your mental health. My name is Tracy and we are signing out. Until next time.
Yep.